Hey, Steve Jelly with the Home Buying Skills Channel. Today's show, we're going to talk about 2023 Fannie Mae housing forecast that was just released, and also the potential impact on the market of the recent bank failures. We'll also touch on other recent news related to the housing market so you get a comprehensive outlook. Are you ready to get started? Let's get to business. Fannie Mae's Economic and Strategic Research Group recently released their 2023 forecast, and it has a cautious tone. The forecast anticipates the recent bank failures could have a negative impact on the market and could impact it in several ways. First, home sales could decline as more buyers retreat to the sidelines as they're afraid to make a purchase in uncertain economic times. This could lead to a decrease for demand in homes, which is going to put downward pressure on home prices. Now, Fannie Mae predicts a 2.7% decrease in the number of home sales this year and a 1.2% increase in the number of home sales in 2024. And construction activity is expected to take a downturn also. If builders face difficulties in getting construction loans or refinancing their existing debt, we may see a decline in the number of homes built. And I expect that's likely to happen. Now, Fannie Mae expects a 3.3% decrease in housing starts in 2023 and a modest 2.2% increase in 2024. Now, this slowdown in construction is likely to lead to a further tightening in inventory in the housing market, and it's been struggling to keep up with demand for years. This could lead to increased competition among buyers, which will put upward pressure on the market in the short term. And on top of that, these bank failures are going to lead to tightening in the credit market, which is going to make loans available for fewer and fewer buyers. This could lead to decreased home sales and an increase in competition among lenders for the few buyers that are out there on the market, putting further pressure to lower interest rates. And borrowers with lower credit scores may find it particularly difficult to secure financing in this type of market. And with lenders having fewer qualified buyers, that puts more downward pressure on mortgage interest rates. As a result of all of these factors, consumer confidence will likely take a hit. And when people are uncertain about the economy and their job, they're just less likely to make big decisions going forward. If you don't have all the answers, you're not likely to make a decision. And this decline in consumer confidence is compounded by other recent events in the news, like supply chain issues among manufacturers and contractors and builders running into construction issues. And the increased costs and delays with these type of disruptions could further discourage buyers from buying a new home. And the Federal Reserve has recently indicated that they're going to continue to push rates up, which is also going to have a negative effect on the market. Higher interest rates make borrowing more expensive. That puts downward pressure on demand and also on prices. Now, the rental market is also expected to experience some turbulence in this upcoming market. The upward pressure on prices and interest rates has caused many people to opt in to rent instead of buy a home, which puts upward pressure on rent prices. So rent prices are expected to increase in 2023 and in 2024. And the increase in rent prices just makes the shortage of affordable housing even greater. The impact of this recession on housing prices depends on how long the recession lasts and the severity of the recession. And if the recession is mild and short-lived, as most are, the prices will tend to rise, albeit at a slower rate. However, if the downturn is severe and prolonged, that's going to put downward pressure on prices. That could even lead to a buyer's market. Now, Fannie Mae is forecasting a 1.6% increase in home prices in 2023 across the United States. And in 2024, they're expecting a 2.5% increase in home prices. And this is relatively mild considering where we've been the last few years. We also had a shift to remote work that was accelerated during COVID, and this is going to continue to affect the market. And with more people working from home, the demand for larger homes with dedicated office space has certainly grown. And this trend is likely to continue despite the gradual return many offices are experiencing right now. And as a result, suburban and rural areas are going to continue to see an increase in home buyer demand in the coming years. And that leads to price growth in those regions. The aging population in the United States is another factor that's shaping the housing market. As baby boomers retire and downsize, they're going to put their homes on the market, which make them available for other people to buy. But they're looking for homes that fit their lifestyle right now, and those aren't really available. So this could lead to a slight easing of inventory constraints in some areas and a tightening of inventory in other areas. And if there's nowhere available for these seniors to move, they may trend back to aging in place and making modifications to their home and adjustments to their lifestyle to make it possible for them to continue to live where they currently are. Natural disasters are also affecting the real estate market. Hurricanes, floods, fires have also become more frequent and intense in the recent years. And this has led to an increase in the security risk of homes in those areas, which could drive down demand in prices in those areas. And in response, additional insurance costs and stricter building codes may make it more difficult for people to afford to build and buy in those areas. International buyers who have long been a force in the U.S. housing market may also be affected by the recent bank failures and the economic downturn. And like anybody else, when there's global economic uncertainty, buyers are going to tend to move away or shy away from making major purchases. And that may lead to a decrease in the number of home sales in the United States. But one thing's for sure, the United States is often seen as a safe haven for international investment, especially in real estate. The government policies are also going to play a pivotal role in shaping the housing market. Now, the current administration has proposed a number of affordable housing initiatives, and those are going to take time to implement. And while they will have some effect on the market, we won't see that effect for a long time. And in conclusion, the 2023 housing market is marked by uncertainty in a number of factors, such as the recent bank failures, economic uncertainty, rising interest rates, rising home prices, and many other things. And while Fannie Mae's report suggests a cautious tone, they still think the housing market will grow, though modestly, in 2023. And as always, it's essential for you as a buyer, seller, or investor to stay knowledgeable about the market. That's the only way you can make informed decisions that are best for you and your family.
Thank you for watching this video on the housing market. If you liked it, click the like button to let us know you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer each and every one of them. And be sure to subscribe and hit the like button so you never miss another episode. Take care and have a great day.